Imagine waking up and looking out your window to see not continents or oceans, but swirling bands of orange, white, and brown clouds stretching thousands of kilometers across. Shockingly, the Earth you went to sleep on has turned into a gas giant, a world with no solid surface, just endless layers of swirling gas. Picture the sky bending into massive storms, lightning rippling through towering cloud walls, and winds faster than anything ever recorded on Earth. Gas giants like Jupiter and Saturn are mostly made of hydrogen and helium, wrapped around a dense core far below the clouds, and now Earth has become one of them. That means everything familiar, land, oceans, mountains, is gone, replaced by a deep atmosphere that plunges downward for tens of thousands of kilometers. So let's explore what would really happen if Earth instantly transformed into a gas giant, and what it would mean for every living thing that ever called this world home. First, Earth's radius would expand massively, becoming many times larger than its current size, and gravity at the cloud tops would feel different depending on how massive this new gas Earth became. If Earth simply expanded without gaining much mass, gravity might feel lighter at the outer clouds. But if it transformed into a true Jupiter-like planet, the pull of gravity would become much stronger. And the Moon? Its fate changes instantly. If Earth became a massive gas giant, the Moon's orbit would destabilize, pulling it much closer and possibly ripping it apart into a ring system like Saturn's. Within minutes, the sky could fill with bright arcs of shattered lunar rock stretching across the horizon. Meanwhile, the atmosphere itself would no longer be something you could breathe. It would be a toxic soup of hydrogen, helium, methane, ammonia, and other gases swirling violently. Anyone on the surface wouldn't even have a surface to stand on anymore. You would simply sink deeper into the gas layers, pressure crushing you long before you ever reach the core. Temperatures would soar as you descend, from freezing cold upper clouds to scorching heat deeper below, eventually hotter than molten metal. Storms would dominate everything. A new Earth-sized Great Red Spot could form, a superstorm bigger than our entire planet used to be. Lightning would crack through the clouds in flashes thousands of times more powerful than anything ever seen before, creating an atmosphere of endless chaos. In the upper layers, winds could reach hundreds of kilometers per hour, sweeping debris and vaporized remains of Earth's surface into spiraling bands. And here comes the shocking part. The sun wouldn't warm this new Earth the way it once did. Gas giants generate their own internal heat from compression, meaning the planet could glow faintly from within, radiating energy outward like a dim furnace. This would change Earth's climate drastically. Not that any climate exists anymore, but the balance of heat in the solar system would shift. With Earth now massive and bloated, its stronger gravity would begin tugging on other planets slightly differently, altering orbits and long-term stability. Over thousands of years, these gentle gravitational nudges could shift the rhythms of the entire solar system. Human civilization, of course, would not survive this transformation. But let's imagine we could observe the event from orbit, watching as Earth morphs into a world more like Jupiter. From space, Earth would look unrecognizable, enormous, striped with colorful bands of gas, embedded with giant hurricane-sized storms swirling endlessly. The atmosphere might glow in ultraviolet light, shimmering as chemical reactions take place far above the cloud tops. The magnetic field would change too. A gas giant Earth would likely have a much stronger magnetic field, creating massive auroras that spread across the entire planet like sheets of glowing fire. But deeper down lies a mystery. Does this gas Earth have a solid core like Jupiter? If it does, it would be incredibly hot and dense, wrapped in metallic hydrogen, a form of hydrogen squeezed so tightly it behaves like a metal. That metallic hydrogen would generate enormous electrical currents, powering a magnetic field far stronger than anything Earth ever had. This would create radiation belts so intense that any spacecraft approaching would be blasted with deadly levels of radiation. Over millions of years, this gas Earth might settle into a stable state, forming rings, moons, and weather patterns of unimaginable scale, reshaping the solar system's architecture. And yet, here's the twist. Even though Earth is gone as we know it, the core, the very heart of the planet, might still carry the remnants of its original structure deep below the clouds. Buried under extreme pressure, atoms that once made mountains, oceans, and human bodies could become compressed into exotic materials never found naturally on solid planets. So in a strange way, Earth wouldn't disappear. It would be transformed, reborn into a different kind of world, one hostile to life but magnificent in scale. The question is, why imagine this at all? Because it reminds us how delicate our world really is. A slight shift in mass, temperature, or composition can erase everything familiar. It also shows how rare and precious Earth's balanced conditions are: a thin shell of air, a solid surface, and just the right amount of heat for life to exist. In the end, imagining Earth as a gas giant isn't about destruction. It's about gratitude for the fragile world we have now. So, if you enjoy exploring wild science scenarios like this, and you want to dive even deeper into the mysteries of our universe, make sure to like this video, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss what comes next.